every year here on the island. And one morning in July last year, I experienced something quite marvelous. You know, when you work with wine and drinks and food, you always have a little dream that someday you will taste something unique. But you don't really expect to get served maybe the world's oldest champagne in your own garden at 9 o'clock in the morning. But I was so lucky that Christian came to me that morning and I could taste this champagne. And from that day on, nothing has really been the same. And you know probably quite a lot about champagne already, so I won't talk about the history of champagne. But for me, this happening, this unique happening, is so exclusive because of the contrast between one of the most famous drinks in the world, champagne, that's been served since his long, long time to the most unique people in the world. And it is found here on our little, quite unknown island. And the fantastic thing is what we can do with it, and to nourish that contrast between, because the French cuisine is fantastic and we can never compete with that. And I don't think that's what we should do. We should take our own cuisine and try to do the best with the combination with this fantastic drink. And we have our pickled herring, we have our lovely nature, and now we have the champagne that we somehow has to put in the picture. So I'm going to give the microphone to Mr. Chef of today, Mr. Victor. And what we try to do today is to take the Åland cuisine and make it work with one of the most fantastic drinks in the world, the champagne. So I hope you enjoy it, and here's the mic to Victor.
Okay, so I hope you all kind of read the notes and know what you have been eating, so I was just going to think to talk about the origin of the food that we serve. Because here on Silverskär we have a deep commitment to serve only the best and the freshest in the season, and from as close by as only possible. So all the fish is from a local fisherman called Benny Holmström, who is fishing in Tengsa Daby. It's about 5 to 10 minutes with the boat in that direction. So all the fish that you see on the table is from him, and the meat is either from Långbergsöla, which is the same village as Johan lives, or the seal is actually hunted by ourselves right north of the island here. So yeah, we have so I've composed this menu to kind of try to fit it with the champagne, because normally the traditional food of the island is a poor man's food. So we don't have, because in the ocean we don't have the big nice fish. We have the tiny perch, and we try to still make the best of it. And then I've taken some flavors to try to pair it with champagne. Yeah, I hope it will fit your tastes, and that it will fit the champagne.
You probably noticed that there are two different champagnes, one to go with the first tastes and one to go with the other. This is Veuve Clicquot Brut and Veuve Clicquot Demi-Sec, to go with the sweeter taste. So have a nice breakfast, and soon you'll see something else also quite spectacular actually. Good morning and have a nice meal.
Yes, Ella, thank you. If I can say a few words. I'm Henrik Karlsson. I used to work at the Maritime Museum, which Sven Erik told you before. The Maritime Museum is now being expanded and renewed. So in 1 year you can come back and see our new, very, very excellent Maritime Museum. But what I wanted to tell you is a little bit of a mystery about the identity of this wreck. Because of course, nobody knows exactly which vessel this is and where it was built, from where it was sailing, and which destination it had. and how it could, get off course and hit the rocks in the Fögle archipelago, which is a little bit away that way from here as well. Now, when I was working at the Maritime Museum, an old teacher of mine came with a donation. It was a name board from a sailing ship, and it had been sitting on the wall of a shed next to the sea in the Fögle Islands. It had been probably sitting there for about 150 years, and the person who had nailed it up there had found it on the shore and put it up on the wall upside down, because this person was probably not able to read or write. Of course, when this wreck was found, we instantly started thinking, could this be the Julie Mitchells? We don't know, of course. Some people say that the Julie Mitchells was a bigger vessel, but the name board that was donated to the museum was from a ship called Julie Mitchells, which was sailing in the early years of the 19th century, about 1830 or something like that. So that's just like a clue that I would like somebody to continue to research, because wouldn't that be a fantastic story? Now, of course, the wreck is deep down, and it's only a few people that has been diving there, Christian and his fellow divers, and it's very difficult to see the construction of the vessel, because both the stem and the stern have opened up, so you cannot really see the shape of the vessel. But there are some underwater photos that you can have a look at, I think, and it would be a very, very challenging story to investigate more about that. Now, and of course, to know the identity of the vessel would also give you a hint of where it was sailing and who was the original owners of this champagne. Now, that's only what I think you should sort of start moving your brains about a little bit. Thank you.